Under Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Okay, guys. So this is from ex-Scientology Kids. Anonymous interview. Posted November 14th, 2012. 1. How did you first become acquainted with the cult of Scientology? Born into it. 2. What initially appealed to you about Scientology? Being able to be powerful and having the secrets of life. I want to help others. 3. Were there problems in your life that you thought Scientology would address? No. I wanted to be OT. 4. Did you see, experience, or hear about things that didn't seem right while you were in the cult of Scientology? What were they, and what convinced you to set aside your feelings? Harsh ethics. Reminded me of what I've read about Stalinist Russia or North Korea. Censorship of information, force-fed bullshit, fake stats, lines like we're doing great, and everyone else is terrible. Most of the staff struck me as being without sympathy, i.e. no regard for the misfortune of others. They just pulled it in. That's also narcissism. So I think the Scientology environment definitely what am I trying to say? It magnifies it. That's it. It magnifies that kind of behavior, but it also is narcissism. So just like alcoholism, I don't know if every single Scientologist is a narcissist, but I think people that get off and get pleasure in hurting other people and abusing, I think they're narcissistic. Most of the staff struck me as being without sympathy, i.e. no regard for the misfortune of others. They just pulled it in. Yeah, like the little children that pull in being sexually assaulted. ARD. Yeah. Most staff and many Scientologists were so poor, living in poverty, etc. Treated poorly, always working. Even worse, the cult has no regard for past upstats. One minute you are a superstar and the next you are in treason. It's also narcissism. No loyalty. Plus a total lack of results. When the chips are down and you are at your lowest, you can count on them abandoning you to protect their own interests. Also narcissism. They are too concerned with their own PR and preventing flaps. Well, damn, who does that sound like? It's all about control. They operate from a position of fear and secrecy. 5. Why did you choose to stay in the cult of Scientology? I thought that it was just me, and that I must have overts and MUs. I don't know what that is. 6. Were you staff or public? If staff, was it at a mission or an org? Were you ever in the Sea Org or OSA? Which unit? If not on staff, did you ever volunteer to help out? Public and staff. 7. Why did you leave the cult of Scientology? Was there a final straw? The final straw was when they hung me out to dry, when a family member went psychotic. Instead of helping and giving support, they acted like I did something wrong by having a psychotic family member. Yeah, and they'll never admit that all the bullshit, security checks and auditing and all this stuff, that's what causes people to get these psychotic breaks. And they were more concerned with preventing a flap Who does that sound like? Than they were with helping us. They prevented us from seeking medical help, just like Lisa McPherson, just like Jeremy Perkins, and my family member almost died. Then they wanted me to do treason for endangering them by having this situation in the first place. It's exactly what they do with the sexually abused children. A friend sat me down and showed me ZenoNet. I'll always be thankful to Andreas for that site. Andreas sounds like an amazing human being. 8. Do you think the church or the cult of Scientology needs to change some of its practices? If so, what should be changed? How do those practices affect your life? 1. Stop trying to conquer the world. 2. Stop hiding things. 3. Stop your thirst for money. 4. Stop the harsh ethics. 5. Stop putting down everyone who is not a Scientologist. That's NARC 101 right there, man. 9. If the items you listed in the previous questions were changed, would you consider rejoining or staying in the cult of Scientology? If so, why? No, because I don't believe their technology works. However, if they changed the above and acted like a friendly religion, I would have no qualms with them. Also, too, that reminds me of these, like, people trying to portray themselves that they want to help victims that are sexually abused and all these various people trying to get out of Scientology, but yet they're practicing it. Fake. Number 10. Any additional comments you would like to make? I don't have a problem with people believing in Scientology. I do have a problem with the cult treating people so poorly and being so hateful, non-sympathetic, etc. To you Scientologists out there, no sympathy is lower on the tone scale than sympathy. Think about it. So that's it for this one, and I will put a link in the description box. Thank you. Have a good day or good night. Peace.